Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are here. Episode 38. We are 12 away from the countdown at episode 50.
Yes,
this
sir.
is episode 38. I'm your host, the big fella D King. I got my main man to the left.
R to the K, a.k.a. Illogic, a.k.a. Illogic 100. Holla at me.
And my kinfolk to the right.
Come on, man. Y'all know who it is. Wayne D253, Wayne D the Barber. But before we get started, man, y'all like, subscribe, share, smash the like button, man. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. Just pushing this forward, man. We're trying to get it out to as many people as we can. Man, if you find something positive on here, share it with your friends. Man, we love y'all. My apologies. Give us some feedback too, man. If y'all feel free, tap in. Any question that we have any that we say, y'all leave a comment on it, man. If y'all got any input, man, we'd love to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homeboy Lonshay. We went
Shout
to
out.
elementary all the way to high school together. He was like, man, you guys, I've watched you guys from the beginning to where we're at now. And it's like the topics are dope.
Come on.
And we're continuing to push forward. So, I mean, I appreciate the growth and I appreciate the love, but get the feedback on the page so we can all see it.
Yes,
and we'll definitely go from there, man. How was your week, RK?
Oh, my week was great, man. I mean, it was cool, man. I've been chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's 4th of July week. We got somebody's birthday coming up this week, you know what I'm saying?
The big 23 again?
Yeah, the big 2-3.
Plus what?
The big 2-3 again? Look, come on, man. Look.
I think we got to turn the numbers around or something, you know what I'm saying?
Age today. Come on, man.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was cool, though. Just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same. I think I just chilled this weekend. I think this is the first weekend I didn't have no games. I just chilled. I really just chilled. I'm probably to be honest. I don't even know if I even made it to church service. I think I might have just chilled. For real.
All the way around?
All the way around.
Low key?
Low key.
I did some yard work.
Oh, you're right. Look, I did do some yard work.
That's
2 months the most. So you're right.
Yeah.
I'll pressure wash too. I'm like,
you
nah.
guys don't have a lawn guy?
Nah, bro, come on, man. I'll get that. Hey, look. I'll get
This guy hit us with the Beverly Hills.
I'm just
Right, bro.
I'm allergic to grass, man. I'm just asking.
It's actually therapy to me. I actually like doing it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like getting out there, giving some weeds, edging, mowing. Look, I had to pressure wash, pressure wash.
Yeah,
my back porch.
still got to do that.
So you really didn't chill?
I didn't. I had to think about it. Once he said he did his lawn, I'm like, oh yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
But lawn to me, like I said, it's therapy. So I mean, it's just chilling for me.
Understood. Yeah, you guys need to invest in a lawn guy.
Nah, man.
I'm telling you,
your
man.
lawn guy fake, man. Your lawn guy put a 42 fake on me, man. I ain't hiring nobody else.
Don't tell me he did that.
I went and got my own stuff, man.
I don't think you understand what you were speaking, man.
I was speaking dinero. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact,
COG, when you come, you get it.
Shout out to my lawn guy, Jesus. He's literally at the house right now. Putting the fence up, man. He's at the house right now.
He worked for y'all, man.
Right, look. Tell him you at my house next time. Look.
Yeah, he'll show up then.
Somehow, the fence came down and my dog kept getting out. So he get out on that side of the house, and all of a sudden he end up on the porch like, I'm here, like he's trying to ring the doorbell.
Oh my
he
God.
put his paw up to try to ring the doorbell like he was there. But I'm like, why do you keep walking out from this side because the fence is down to come to the front porch? You wanted to show you had some freedom?
He's like, you let everybody else in.
He might have been part of that knockdown of that fence. Look.
He could have been.
Right.
Because he probably saw something going across it with them squirrels or whatnot. But shout out to Jesus, man. He's at the house literally right now putting that fence up, man.
Come on, Jesus. When we make that call, man, you got to pick up that number.
Jesus, I got business for you, man.
Come on, man.
Jesus
No.
Landscaping, man.
You ain't coming to Tacoma. Wayne did take care of that.
I need a
Wayne
tree.
D the landscaper. That's the only thing is I do got a tree.
Don't count your eggs before it hatch because he might come through.
Yeah.
Hey,
I give him a try.
We're going to tap right in, man. Hot topics. I'm hard to paint. The debate.
Yeah.
President Biden and the former president. Who won?
Hey, did you guys see it though?
I
saw it.
Snippets of it. I didn't see the whole thing of it.
Man. I mean,
they said Sleepy Joe was out there forgetting words like oh yeah, well then we're going to
he had a few senior moments.
Like, man.
But he was still doing his thing though, even though with the senior moments.
He was reciting his facts, but there was a couple times he lost his complete track of mind, man.
Because I did hear on that somebody said like, I didn't even understand what the guy said. Like,
I don't even understand
what he's saying.
he was like, Medicare. You know what I'm saying? It was weird, man.
I gotta ask the question: who won?
Man,
I think, in my opinion, I don't think Trump won because he was out there lying. He was lying like a dog. You know what I'm saying? He was lying about everything.
A lot of lies.
A lot of lies.
He had the straight face. Like
they say
when
you got the cool. You got the face when you lie.
Everything's
he
the
had the
best.
straight face, but he was lying.
Yeah. So he's a straight faced liar. He was lying about everything, and everybody knows it, and everybody expects that from him. So I don't think that. But we wanted to see Biden get up there and handle business and come and be more stronger than that. But it looks like he's declining. Yeah. So I don't think that Trump won. I think Biden lost, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah.
And for for his push for presidency, they were saying, because someone may mention this, I've never seen their debate in June. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's your debate? How's your debate? Because it's usually like I say September is around because we're going back to school and they're like the debate's on the day. So I'm like, when someone was telling me the debate, I'm like, what debate?
It threw a lot of
people
off.
June.
Yeah.
But I was hearing this, and this is I don't know, it could be true, it could be not. I hearing that they put him out there. They put Biden out there just in case he bombs it. They can put somebody else in there to go run just in case he does do a bad job.
So part A of that I know is true, that it was the Biden camp that, well, as far as I heard from reporting, is the Biden camp that pushed for the early debate and had the rules where the muted mics and everything so they couldn't talk over each other. Yeah. So that part I hear to be true as far as reporting goes. As far as the bombing part, I don't know if that was the intention, if they were just trying to see how it went with him so they can make that play. Yeah. But that is the play that's being discussed now. Man. And that kind of brings me to my next question is like, how do you guys feel? Because how do you guys feel about, as I heard on other podcasts, they call it a switcheroo. But, you know, my thing is, from what I observed, I watched the debate. Then I watched the Kamala's response after the debate. And she came in strong. She looked it good. She sounded good. She sounded like a top-tier candidate. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about Kamala, though? Because a lot of people are still on, on the fence about her. Well, it could be that. It could be any number of things, but a lot of people are on the fence with her. Yeah. I just wanted to hear what your guys' feedback about Kamala.
I just keep seeing her in the videos with Montel Williams with the glasses on. I can't get over that. And then I know she can dance. I know she can dance. No, not unforgivable. That's just when I see her. I don't see her enough, if that makes sense. Like,
you're right about that.
Of what I'm not saying that she doesn't bring anything to. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just haven't seen enough. I know she could dance because when they had that little thing where the Kurt Franklin was performing, and they was moving, but Biden was standing still like stuck, like he wasn't.
Like he wasn't there. They unplugged him.
Right. I didn't know what that was. But I mean, I think that the Me Too movement is, as far as with women being in power. I mean, like I said, if she's the best candidate for the job, then push the envelope. If that's what you're looking to do. I was raised by a woman, so I don't have no
about it being a woman.
I'm married to a woman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like I don't have necessarily because she's a woman she can't do it. No, whoever the best candidate is in order to be president is going to try to help make a change. Right. We got to put them in position. That's my thought process, because there's so many times that we vote and then we're upset about the vote, the who we voted for. Yeah. We really got to think twice and listen to what's being said. Right. And she did a really good job. Right. She spoke very eloquently. Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Her responses were great.
Right, right. And this is where it is for me, because like when I remember when Obama was in, we was hearing and we was seeing Biden a lot. Even when Obama was in, we were seeing him. Like, I'm not sure if I'm seeing press conferences that Biden's been on for her to even have the opportunity to even be spoken of or to speak. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, that's why we, like you say, you ain't seen enough of her. I really haven't seen enough of her to say I believe in her. I just think, I told y'all before, if he gets on that ballot, that's just my opinion. Yeah. That he's getting in. We're not going to either vote for either one of them.
Now, that's fun. So part one about what you're saying is basically true, that they kind of shelved her. You know, that's on the Biden camp. They kind of put her to the side and put her out the way so she wasn't visible. They gave her the border.
And it looks like that.
Yeah, they gave her the border, an unsolvable mystery. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can solve the border crisis, and they gave it to her to solve it.
Oh yeah,
and so
crazy.
So it basically was a burnout mission, and then they gave her a bunch of
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. So they basically kind of politically kind of screwed her.
Right.
Now they need her because she's the best thing that they got.
Agree.
So I hear that same sentiment. A lot of people are like, where's she at? Where's she been all this time? Nobody. But at the same time, I don't know. We got another topic coming up about the BET Awards, and then you talked about the Juneteenth celebration that they did at the White House. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it looks disingenuous on some of the moves she made. Look like she's doing political stunts instead of doing things that are genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like it's scripted almost. I gotta say this rather than it just being
natural.
We're for my people. Right. I'm going to do it, or I'm going to speak up for it.
That's what we liked about Obama. He was at least he was natural about the things he was doing.
It felt so
was his wife
and his wife as well.
Right.
But at the same time, that's we don't see. Kamala, I call her Obama, but Kamala's. We don't see her husband speaking up like how we see Michelle be in the face and always speaking up. So we can say Obama was for us because of the way Michelle was speaking up on his behalf, and we're like, that's a sister. You know what I'm saying? That's a sister.
I don't even think he could even do that because he doesn't even seem like he's from the culture.
I agree.
He ain't Montel Williams at all.
Right. I think he's more so just her husband. Right. He's had nothing to do with politics. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, we were seeing it, but you would see it genuine because it was coming from.
Because honestly, do you see Joe Biden's wife?
I don't see them at all.
She was out after the debate. She
helped him out. Didn't she? She helped him on right. She was like, "You did well."
Besides that, have you haven't really saw her in the mix? There's some presidents that have the wife is on the forefront. They know the wife is strong. You know what I'm saying? That you kind of got to deal with both of them. You know what I'm saying? But like Bill Clinton, you got to deal with Hillary. It was happening.
It was happening.
You know what I'm saying? So
she was there.
Right.
It's almost like the president's wife, if or they can't run. They've been around their president so much that they can run. With her, it's not the case. Like, I don't know.
I think,
and they're old too.
She's to the point. But he's a lot older than her, and I think it's to the point that she's taking care of an old guy. She's looking after an old guy, and it's looking kind of bad. I mean, I don't wish no ill on Biden, but he's 80-something years old.
Yes, I think it's 83 or 80.
I mean, man,
and
how long?
Trump's like 78.
People are saying heads we beat him up, tails we beat him up. Like it's like it's juggling. Like I said, it's you got to almost like pick your poison. So of what's your thought process?
So does that mean, or would you be mad at a switcheroo if he said, "I got the delegates, everybody's picked me to run, and now I'm stepping aside for so and so"?
Can I be honest with you? If I'm honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me with everything that we have been seeing that's happening on Earth. In the last 5 years, the different things that I've got a chance to see that you would think that you would never see in some situations. It's happening. So it wouldn't surprise me.
First time ever.
Right. Like when I saw and I can't get over them storming and the guy got his feet up with a hat on with the bullhorns on Nancy Pelosi's desk. That just where was the where was the security? Where were that you would never think that would happen. And you know what I'm saying?
And today they had the Supreme Court ruling where they said the president pretty much could do what he wants to, so he's not going to be held accountable for inciting that riot.
I saw that.
Which is crazy, right? I mean, like you said, we're in a different time now. He's basically a king.
Right. What did they say
but that's the only thing is I think if they do push Biden aside, they don't have no face for them to fall on. At least Biden's been the Democrats' face for a little while for us to see. If they put somebody else in there who they don't know, a lot of them tweener votes, they're just gonna say, I'm not gonna vote, and when you don't vote, you're almost voting for whoever wins. And I can't keep saying this, but
that's why I was asking if we know Kamala's been there with Biden for 4 years. Do you guys feel comfortable with her riding as
I don't know. You might want to try to get Hillary again to try to get in. and try to see what she could do rather than
where is
Hillary versus Trump again?
Part two, and see what it do. It was close. It act like it was a landslide. I'll be like, no, but it was close.
But what about what does Obama's wife just
she not going?
Michelle, she said she ain't running, but I've seen that they're probably having a lot of talks behind the scenes because she's so popular. But she don't want it because she's seen the way that game plays, and she don't want to play that game.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's the thing about
I'd be mad.
What if Barack pushes her, babe?
If you're an actual person, you don't want to play with that political game because it's scandalous. Once you,
and that's why I don't see how Hillary won. But Hillary wanted to be in when
she's a politician.
Even when she's a politician.
She was a politician.
She wanted to be in. Even when that's what I'm saying. She wanted to be in.
And see, that's what I think I don't think people realize, and including myself in the past. These people are not just running for president, jumping up saying they've been in politics for the last 30 years.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Obama, or that's the thing about Trump.
States,
Trump wasn't none of that.
Yeah, but he's been popular for forever.
Right.
Yeah.
And
he's been a celebrity forever.
Right.
He's been in the camera, and they've been prompting him to be this, and he'll be it again.
I think it's interesting.
I need to stop saying that. Don't I need to stop saying that?
No, that's how you feel.
I mean, that's how you feel, man.
But I need to stop saying
that. I don't know why you would
think you're speaking into existence?
I'm not trying to speak it into it, but I'm like, bro, look. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is me being honest. Me and my brother be talking about this all the time. Nah, I'm gonna hold that until when the elections come, and then I'm gonna speak my piece.
I'll just say this though. I'll just say this. I don't want to pick a side at this point. I don't want to say I'm 100% this, 100% that. But I think the unforgivable thing is trying to have somebody have a coup, take over the. Stop the vote and take over the Capitol. Man. You got to draw the line somewhere. If you're going to say you're a quote unquote American,
that's not cool.
How are you going to be a patriot and still want to take over your government? Yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. But I agree.
That is unforgivable.
I would think
but
so.
It's unforgivable, but he's on the ballot.
But he's on the ballot.
He's their representative. He's their candidate.
If Barack Obama did that,
no way, he's done. Ain't no second term.
He be in Guantanamo Bay.
Right. Or with helicopters circling that baby 24 hours a day, like, bro, man, that's shining the light on my God.
But I guess it's not treason for some people, just treason for others.
That right there that would open my eyes to the fact that anything actually could happen.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we saw with the Twin Towers. And we never in our life thought we would actually see that happen.
Yeah, because they talked about Pearl Harbor, but we never thought we'd see an event like that
on American soil.
Right.
Man.
And it just, just the
but
fact
I mean, Pearl Harbor wasn't.
But I'm just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That was the story that we heard. Pearl Harbor, it was a big event. And they lived, that generation talked about it forever.
Right.
Yeah. And then you see the Twin Towers fall, and it's like, wow.
It's like bombing Hawaii is supposed to be the beautiful place that you're supposed to be able to go to get away.
Yeah.
That turned into a mosh pit. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. So nothing wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, if Kamala Harris can do her thing, if Joe can't, then if she's the next man up or the next woman up, the next person up for that candidacy, then hey, got to bring whoever the best person is gonna try to do what it needs to do to make things right.
But if Biden gets in and he passes away while he's in, don't she take over then?
She takes over anyway. Yeah.
She takes over.
I thought that was going to happen this first round, to be honest.
And then
people's trying to put Biden in the dirt.
Right.
Hey, I'm just saying, he's 80s.
Then we couldn't have no excuse to have a woman in. Then that would just open us up. Oh, now any woman
should have got it by default.
Any woman could be in because we've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, because this guy, he's looking old, man.
Yes.
Oh, I ain't looking.
Yeah.
You see when the wife was trying to help him down the stairs too? She had to help him down 2 stairs?
No.
He had 2 stairs that he had to step down. It was so old.
We hope to live to see 80.
Yeah, man. I do too.
We hope to live to see 80. So we don't know what we're going to feel like or what. And he's running the country.
Would you let him drive your car?
I'm glad he has a driver. Yeah. I'm glad he has a driver.
Yeah. If he had a Tesla,
I'm glad he has a driver.
The Secret Service is luckily around here, dude.
Moving forward, the BET Awards.
Oh,
man,
what's your thoughts?
Man,
I just keep hearing Coco.
I seen Coco.
Keep hearing Coco, man.
Yeah.
So she's so tall, bro. She's like
big,
a 7-footer, bro.
She's an Amazon.
I'm like, bro,
I don't know if we can still say that. Can you say that now? Amazon? She's an
7-footer, bro.
I'm like, you can say Avatar. That's the new thing.
I'm like, I thought she was like tall, but I didn't think she was like that tall. When I started, But they say a lot of people in entertainment are small. Yeah. So she was making a lot of them look small.
But she looked really tall standing up, going up and down the aisle. That was crazy.
When she was walking up on people, I'm like, you are a 7-footer. I told my brother today, I'm like, bro, you're huge.
He said, where's Wimby at?
Right, Dorm her.
Right.
But now I watched it yesterday. To me, I can't lie. I ended it. I got it to, I think when Gorilla was performing was when I got on. But there was a lot of women performers.
They're
they
doing
say
it.
women is taking over the rap game. I don't know because I don't listen to it like that.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
It's the woman's era right now.
But
I don't got no problem with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it either.
It was kind of like they were just up there just shaking, and I'm like,
ain't that what we like?
No, I was like, I'm like, love those. They had no cakes. I'm like, when they're in the videos, it looked like they had cakes. But then when they were shaking, and I'm like, where is the only one who I said that had cakes was
Megan Thee Stallion.
No, not Megan performed earlier, but no, what the heck is her name? Sexy
Red?
No, not Sexy Red. She got no buns. Lotto got no buns. The girl who performed Usher. What the heck is her name?
Who's that? You got a tag.
She's in the Good video. She's like the Usher, 2 Chainz, and the girl.
I don't know.
With Usher and 2 Chainz?
Ice Spice.
No, not Ice Spice. She had the buns. She had those buns was sloppy, bro. Those was bouncing. I'm like, bro, those wasn't even. No one had buns, but the girl who was in the Good video. That's not what I was looking at. But all of them was doing that. They were all doing nothing but shaking. They weren't doing
What about their performance?
They were all whack. Because all they were doing in them videos was tossing them buns around, and I'm like, if you guys don't stop tossing these buns around, like I am not trying to see this. I am really not. This is right. If this is what the young ladies got to look up to, I see why they doing what they do. And I'm like, bro.
So there was no Nicki Minaj, no Cardi B.
What the heck is this girl's name? I just had it on my head. All right.
You keep going to it. So, so what was your thoughts about the BET Awards?
No, not Tiana actually did a really good job doing Usher's song. No, she's in an Usher song. She didn't perform. She's in an Usher's songs. Summer Walker. That's what I'm like. Summer Walker had cakes.
She had surgery though.
She did have surgery, but she had cakes though. She was the only one.
She had hers taken down.
I don't know, but she was the only one.
She's small now.
Yeah.
She used to have bigger buns.
She was the only one that I said, okay, do what you want to do because it was butt. Other than that, all them other girls, but
hey, Summer Walker got a body. I know it's
So hold on.
Yeah, she got a body on
switch to you. Because he's hot cross buns.
Right, that's all.
He's like buttered buns.
Right.
No, they were.
What's your thoughts
honey buns
on the awards, man? What was your thoughts?
I actually didn't see it all. I just seen a couple clips. But now that you've had that conversation with me, I want to watch the whole show.
Man, watch it. Watch it. They're all buns everywhere. I'm like, bro, like, man, it was terrible. But this is one thing I will say that I didn't like. Usher's performance or Usher's tribute.
I heard it was.
There was all girls. A girl did all of it. I think it was Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer actually did solid. Coco. She did okay.
I seen her performance.
She did okay, but it wasn't like. And then Big Lizzo, Big Lotto did a Usher song.
She can't sing though, so
but she rapped one of his ludicrous songs that he's in. I'm like, bro.
So they can't get Chris Brown to do it because Chris Brown is
they railroad my guy. Like
not that
they railroad my guy. Look,
better than
ain't no better than they railroad. So I mean, we could have got Neo. They could have got
They probably try to do something different by having
Trey Songz.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they were going a different direction.
But they did all the performances of ladies, and then for you to put all ladies on that, I was like, bro, what are we doing here?
BET went a different way.
Yeah.
What are we pushing? I don't think it's going a different way.
They Not Like Us.
Yeah, she killed that. She killed They Like Not Us. She killed it.
I gotta see it.
She killed it. She started the show with that, and it was smacking.
Yeah, it was.
But I just thought there was too many women.
You thought it was too many?
It was too many. Not just the bun shaking. But I'm talking about just in general.
See, that makes me. I think it speaks to a good point because if they all coming out doing the same thing, it gets kind of lame and whack. If they all coming out twerking, then it's whack.
Watch it.
And then it's like, and I've seen some of the shows that been like that, and it gets kind of ridiculous. But I would like to see I would like to see if Rhapsody and some of these other female MCs are performing because if you're gonna do it like that, then at least have a variety of female artists
to
kind of carry
the
the steam of the show, so it doesn't just have to be somebody got to be the king of the twerking and everybody else got to do the thing. You know what I mean?
Know what I'm saying? I'm
or the queen of the turkey,
right? Yeah. But I'm like, bro, when everyone's doing it,
But the guy came out for Sexy Red.
But I mean, if that's gonna be like, if everybody's
Sexy Red's buns was shaking, like they were all. They were buns every the whole thing.
Yeah, but if everybody was doing the same thing, like everybody's doing Busta Rhymes flow, if everybody came out and did a Busta Rhymes flow, we'd be like, oh, this show is it's whack. We don't want to see it no more. So I can see where you're coming from. Yeah. If everybody's doing the twerk thing, you gotta have some variety with some dope artists too.
Yeah. So if they had buns, though, would it be better?
No, I ain't gonna say that. I might have smiled about it. Like, okay, look, you got buns, but you
Hawaiian roll, only pod.
You know what I'm saying?
I might have been like, okay, you got only pod can judge me. I would have been like, okay, no. I would have said, okay, they got buns, but I would have still came and said everybody out there was just tossing their buns around.
Gotcha.
They might have been bigger buns. Look,
brown and served. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Some croissants. You know what I'm saying? Just to change it up a little bit.
Moving to our next one.
But it was cool though. It was cool. But I'm just like, bro, 2 women for me.
We were kind of in the beginning of the show, and I wanted to kind of touch about this. Why do people put all their business on social media? Like whatever they're going through. Like then you if somebody. So I got a perspective, then I'll open up to you guys. Mm-hmm. You tell it. Somebody else tells somebody else. Man, did you see what Wayne D put on there?
Don't be talking about my business.
Right. But then you be like,
when it gets to me,
and then it gets to you,
back to Wayne D.
Dave was talking about you.
Right.
It's like,
why I gotta talk about you?
Wait, you put it out there. I don't understand it. Like they'll put. It's like, these are my confessions, and then when you confess, you don't want nobody to say anything about your confession. You guys gotta help me with this.
I think we're living
in. It's ridiculous.
And I'm giving my brother credit for this. I think we're living in a society where our social media score overwrites our human score. So what we perceive on social media, how we're seen on social media,
your followers,
it overrides your life. Wow. Like, I could be a nobody when you're around me, like you say, or I want you.
Yeah, because even though social media is fake,
right? Don't talk about me when we're together. But when I'm around, hey, look, call me big, look, do all this, and you know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting my views up, or I'm getting my likes up, or I'm
right.
So they're social media avatar, we would really call them, because that's what they really are. I mean, what you perceive on somebody on social media ain't who they really are. So their avatar is more popular.
So it's like a double life?
It's more popular.
Double agent.
Than their real life.
Yeah, like you said, your persona. Your persona on social media is more important than your real life. I feel you on that. I'm with you on that. I think that's the case because I don't get it. You know, granted, I'm not the social media king, so I don't really post that much, you know what I'm saying? And I don't post a lot of things that I do, but at the same time, I don't know how to I don't know what drives a person to share everything like that. It just, some things I feel like are personal. You know what I'm saying? Some moments are personal.
Right.
And I'd rather live and enjoy that moment than to share it on social media.
Totally.
But there's a whole generation behind us that shares everything.
And it's our generation too, though.
Some of our generation too. But the next generation behind us is really into it.
Yeah.
They really are. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is me and my brother, we talk about this kind of stuff. We're living in the generation where we're in between of both of them, where we lived without it. Yeah. Right? Our parents didn't have it at all, so obviously they're obsolete from it. And then we're living in the generation who all they have in it is they growing up.
Social media.
We're the individuals, so that's the same thing when I think about the Chris Brown and Usher situation. I lived in the generation where Usher was like, well, he was cool. And then I lived in the generation where I'm like Chris Brown. And I've seen both of them, so I'm like, I can pick the who I want to go with, right? Sure. And I think that's the same thing we're living with this social media. These kids nowadays, their norm is social media. They're normal. Like, we're like, bro, that's not normal for us. We didn't live in it, right? And for grandmas and grandpas, they're like, bro, what the heck is face, whatever you want to call it.
They be on their phone looking like this.
Like, right, look, what message are you sending me?
But here's the issue. Because the society has pushed that even on the elder statesmen, they're now doing it. On Facebook. They're posting pictures. They're writing. My mom just wrote on Facebook.
Their social media.
My brother needs a ride. to the service as a message to tell everybody.
To the whole thing.
To her whole who's following her.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what
She thought she was sending it to somebody.
You see, so they because that's the way you communicate. They're forced to do it that way, and they're intrigued based off of the scroll. The scroll is what gets people for 30 to 45 minutes, or your phone having 2%.
Yeah.
And you'll scroll until it dies.
It'll tell you on 5%, and you'll move the 5% away, and the screen will go dim, and you're still strolling. Like, and it goes out, you're like, dang, bro, I told you.
It has the world in a chokehold.
What gets me is when you see them old folks on there that got the call me under your picture. You post a picture.
My God.
Call your mom or something.
Look, I'm like, wow, you gotta get on here to tell me to call you. Like,
or we're in a picture where, like, I see my niece will have a collage of pictures while she's at school showing the same peace sign but in different poses. I'm like, I don't understand it. Man. And I'm like, I hit her, I'm like, what is this? Like, there's a collage of pictures where it's different things, but it's
the same
same peace sign. I'm like,
I think I've seen that picture a few times.
Right. It messes me up because I'm like, what is this? Like, where are we going with it? Or somebody always posting or putting it on the story, and then they're posting somebody else's story on their story. I'm like, this is the world we live in. And then when the worst thing happens, you want to tell everybody, but then you want your business to be a secret.
Yeah.
I can't understand that.
That's what I'm like Michael Jackson in Thriller, man, eating the popcorn, watching the scroll.
Right. Look, watching the story. Like, look, come on, look. You got that?
How crazy
watching everybody's life, you know what I'm saying, and weird stuff happening, and seeing people fall out, seeing people lonely, seeing all kind of stuff on there. I just sit back and scroll and watch, man.
And that's why I'm saying, which brings me to my next point too, because we were always told, don't post nothing when you're out of town so people know that you're gone. Man, the people was posting at the airport before the plane. Everything, everybody in the plane together.
TSA.
Like, we gonna be back on the 8th.
They say you're supposed to do shorts and take clips of everything that you're doing. And then when you get back home, post it and say,
that ain't happening. People are doing it in real time.
Only because, and this is why they're doing it in real time, is because you got lives. So them little snippets be live snaps. Yeah. So them videos that you be posting, they be live videos.
But everybody trying to be popping, like everybody trying to be their own celebrity. Right. And it's like, you think
your avatar needs to be popular.
I don't know. I really don't get it. But it maybe, you know, this kind of takes me back to when I used to see cats that used to be rapping. Before I started rapping, when I used to watch cats that used to come through asking to get the signed to deals and stuff at Black Market, man. And the thing is about it, what I realized though, is that the cats that really got shine was the cats that really were, it was like they were delusional about their celebrity. Like, you're just walking in the door here, nobody knows you, but I am that guy. You should know me. Now, some guys you'd be like, man, you terrible, is whack, get out of here. But there's certain guys that have a quality of music, but actually carry themselves like they that celebrity. And in due time, you'll see them being in the circles with certain people. It's starting to rub off on them. It starts to happen, you know what I'm saying, for them. So I think that's what's going on. Yeah. If you really believe, like shout out La Russell out of Vallejo. I know some guys, you know, back home. He's been doing his thing. He's been moving. I talked to some of my guys from Oakland. I mentioned his name and they kind of like, they kind of took a step back. But the thing is, what I seen with him is that I know he's got a lot of hate. I know he's got a lot of pushback from just regular people, but he still stayed true to himself and he's doing what he likes to do, posting videos about what he likes to talk about, rapping about what he likes to rap about, not feeling the pressure of rapping about what everybody else is rapping about, trying to put on a persona or a facade. But he's been committed to his celebrity, basically. He's been doing them posts and been inside that mode where he's sharing everything. He's talking to regular people, talking to, you know what I'm saying, just doing everything he can to show himself as that celebrity, and it's starting to work for him to the point that he's working with Busta Rhymes and he's working with everybody now. You know, he was even on, I think it was on, he was on that HBO show, the rap, it was rap-ish. Yeah.
Rap-ish.
Yeah, Rap-ish. The two females. It's called Rap, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They kind of, they slid through there. Yeah. And, you know, but at the same time, I'm just saying, you know, he's been pushing and it's worked for him. Yeah. And you would think this guy, this regular dude, that it's not going to work. You're like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? You putting all these videos up, but it start to click and now it's moving. But maybe that brings me back to this thing. Maybe it's the fact that he has something to attach to that. So like where everybody else is just showing they self, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe that's what the difference is.
But so I'll come from it, and matter of fact, go ahead, D.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think that's what this generation is doing. They are finding themselves. I don't want to even say finding themselves. Like it's just the norm. Like that's just norm for them to just find themselves living that, portraying that lifestyle of being on the internet or being what you see, that facade. We say it's a, my apologies, we say it's a facade, but that's really their life.
Well,
but is it though when they got the phone, the money phone, and they sitting on somebody's Lambo?
That's their life.
But I'm gonna tell you what it really is.
That's their norm.
I'm gonna tell you what it really is. This is my perspective.
You could be coming from an old head perspective and a young head.
Every perspective in this period.
Go ahead.
Content and what you can present.
Yeah.
So if I get enough likes based off of that post or enough views off of that post, I'm going to try something different to see if I can get more because it's going to bring forth followers. And maybe you're looking for something to get out of it.
That's the question, though. What are you doing it to be a...
People are looking for it to get something out of it.
But what are they... That's... Yeah.
And it's based off if the right person follows me or if it's money that can be made based off of what I'm doing, that there's somebody that sees it. Oh, that girl right there or that guy, he can sing or he can rap or he can do this.
Right.
I like that. Let me DM him and put him in contact with somebody. I mean, you got to think about it. How did Usher find, or was it Puff or Usher? How did they find Justin Bieber?
It wasn't either one of them, but it was Scooter Braun.
Okay, it wasn't neither one of them. What they said it was one of them, though, right?
Yeah. Scooter Braun was working for So Def. He found Justin Bieber
on what?
YouTube. He said he was just sharing videos for his family singing.
That's a perfect example right there. Okay, and I'm glad you cleared up who did it, but they said it was one of those two. But I'm just saying, just doing it and putting it out there, and kind of fishing. But think about this. Somebody falls on the ground. Somebody trips. Somebody fighting. Somebody's goes riding a whip. What is the first thing every person's going to do?
Pull out the phone.
Put out their phone and record it.
Yeah. and be like,
right, that's the first thing.
I was the one who had it.
Right.
Please give me a check. If you get paid from it.
That's it.
So what happens if you're the hot tour girl? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you become famous from one saying, and now you're just worldwide. Like,
it
happens.
It happens. Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's their norm.
Yeah, it is their norm.
That these kids are living in. That's why.
So their norm is to try to be famous,
to find something
that's gonna catch.
Something's gonna go.
Got you.
If I give you enough of it, something might hit. If nothing does hit, I'm gonna give you enough of it.
The kids are in school, middle school. Yeah. A fight's happening. The first thing, who's gonna be able to post this first?
Yeah.
Or they're gonna pass it around to the next person. And then who's brave enough to post it?
But
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what? But it's crazy. That's why I said we lived in our generation that we didn't have it, and then the generation who immediately does it. For us, it's like, why are you posting this stuff?
Right.
Because we're like, what would be your reason? We don't care for our avatar. We know who we are.
Right.
We're established.
Yeah.
So we can care less if you don't perceive me to be this way or not. I know who I am. I can care less.
I really use social media.
But these kids live in that. Right. That's their.
I really use it to promote something that I'm doing so people could see it just in case I didn't text everybody.
Yeah.
My thing was I was a big texter.
Yeah.
And you could do mass texts, but if you put it on social media, everybody's scrolling, and if they're following you, then they can see, oh, this is an event that Dave is doing. It might be something I need to go to.
But I think he's onto something, though. I think he's onto something with these kids. And
no, he's right. I was saying what you said. Yeah. We ain't into that, which is right.
This is one thing that me and my brother was, and that's great. We be talking about this stuff.
Shout out to Dennis.
Big shout out to bro. He gonna come on the show sometime. Y'all gonna meet the guy.
We gotta get him on here.
Put the face with the name. But we were talking about this. We were talking about steaks. I don't know if you guys know that they're like really creating steaks in factories, like with digital little things and like plastic steaks.
Yeah.
But when you cook it, it looks like a real steak, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling him in this generation, he was like,
trash.
that's 100% trash, right?
Yeah.
To us. Because we know what a real steak is. We've been to Roof Chris. We've been to El Gaucho's. We've been to
we know the
these places,
value
right?
of having a good steak.
Agree, right? But this generation, what if this generation has never been to that and all they know is a plastic steak? So when we're bringing them a real steak, now a real steak is nasty to them. A real what we perceive as it being a real steak, it's not authentic to them. They're like, bro, I want the plastic joint because that's all you've grown up in. That's all you've grown up with. Take that into today's society where we're talking about with social media, where that's all you grow up in. Like we can't say this is what you don't want to do.
You're right.
Because we've grown up in it and we've seen it, and they never lived that way.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel
That's their new norm.
I feel bad for them because what you said before, they have no sense of self. So now as we see, they beefing online.
Yeah.
Everything is through that persona, that fakeness, and so they got to act like they the biggest this and biggest that. So now when they, you know what I'm saying, everything is just magnified to a degree that it's just not authentic anymore.
Because there's an audience.
Agree.
Because there's an audience.
Because there's an audience.
RK, I challenge you to think of it in this way, because I used to think of it the same way. Like, man, but I started thinking about it in their lens. What if they don't know? We only know because we know what it looks like to not have it. We know what it is not to chase that. What if that's all they know? Yeah, I need to do the argument. I need to do this. I need to create drama. I need to do this.
Post, I gotta do this.
I need to come back at you because that's their norm.
Well, if you put a home phone in front of your kid, in front of your son,
they won't know.
They ain't gonna know what it is.
They won't even
use it.
Right,
my kids wouldn't know if we didn't have the cable went out or if the power went out, they wouldn't know how to act because their phone doesn't work.
Yeah.
If you put
period. I can live without. Go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
If you put a phone cord in front of the kid, like the little one where you slack in the socket, the little thing where you squeeze the little and put it in. If you put that in there, like, what is this? Does this plug into my game system?
Which is an extension cord. Does
it plug into my game system?
I'm right there with you, and I understand everything you guys saying. But what I will add to that is that it gives them a soft underbelly because it puts me into the perspective of thinking of back when after 9/11 and the Taliban was doing all this stuff and Al Qaeda was doing all this stuff, right? They was really getting down, and America was kind of struggling to catch up with them. And the reason why is because we was using all this technology and all this stuff to try to track them down, and they wasn't using none of that.
Could care less.
They was using all them old school, you know what I'm saying, before technology type of methods, guerrilla warfare methods that kept America off his heels for years. You know what I'm saying? That war drug on really long because we were still using. Trying to use new tactics while they're using old school tactics.
Yeah.
So to see kids that have to see this new generation that has to have a phone to do just the easiest things is light a candle. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously,
it's like what's honestly easier, to get a lighter, to flick it like we could do, or to just ask Google what the answer is to it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easier. But it's easier until the power goes out.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And I agree that it's easier until the power.
I agree, but it's like, what do we do?
But Dave, look at it this way: the kid never knows how to do the lighter. So it's easier for him to do what he wants to do.
Right. Yeah.
Like in his mind, he's thinking like, this is the normal to do.
This is what I do.
This is how you do it. Not this is what I don't have this and this. No, this is how you do it.
Like my kids watch YouTubers. I don't watch YouTube to watch a YouTuber do something.
Agreed.
That's crazy to me.
Right. You're opening up presents and watching somebody open up presents when your presence is right next to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's absurd to me. But they do it on video game tips, but just play the game yourself and you could do it too.
Right.
But they'd rather get the cheat code.
But this is the thing, though. They said all them executives in them tech companies, them big time executives, aren't letting their children do that because they know the children need a sense of self. Otherwise, they're just gonna be a drone.
And I was hearing kids in China don't do that
because these kids playing GTA, playing all these games, and thinking that this is the wave. I'm supposed to carjack, go on a high speed, crash out.
Right.
Then
I've seen it.
Then they get in the box.
That means that you're just having no training at home if they believe that's.
But it's my avatar that's gonna crash out.
My avatar,
my perception online.
I'm gonna respawn.
Right. I'm gonna come back again.
I'm gonna come back again.
That's their norm. That's their norm.
You don't got.
Have you guys seen
listen,
the
tell them because I'm with you. I'm with you.
Right.
I'm with both of you.
Yeah.
It's just that
I think we all on the same page.
I agree. We're all on the same page because we lived in a life.
Which goes back
to
social media tells all.
Yeah.
And that it's scary because it's only gonna get worse. Which brings me to my next point. In California right now, they have a restaurant where it's ran fully by AI.
Yeah, fully.
So all those humans that had that job are unemployed based off of the AI doing all the work. It's happening current, present date right now.
I'm gonna even go further and blow your mind on this. I'm gonna blow your mind on this. Who pays into Social Security? Everybody who works, right? The working class.
Working class
pays into it. If robots take over, who pays into Social Security?
Nobody.
How do we get Social Security?
Well, we're not scheduled to get it.
Yeah, it's already.
I already knew about that. You gotta save and have your 401k.
Right.
Yeah. Make sure that it's matched and that's it.
Right.
But that means there's not going to be a social safety net anymore.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy to believe that.
And it's crazy that you said that because I was just about to bring that up.
I'm like,
who is paying in?
Who is paying in?
If they have robots fix the streets where normally it takes, how long has Tacoma lanes been backed up?
Super bad. The domes
for all our
my
life,
life.
right?
Yeah.
So when they get the AIs doing it, they're gonna finish that thing in a month. You remember when they showed him laying the bricks?
Yeah,
like 1,000 bricks in 10 minutes. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. Another question is
that is crazy.
Because a job that I used to have when I first moved out here, I was doing construction as a road safety. Was it a road person that changes the signs? It was a pretty good paying job, you know what I'm saying? It's a union job, construction, doing the signs. The other day I was riding down the freeway.
And someone was flipping it? A robot was sitting?
It's just a traffic light now. Oh. So the traffic light will
go
just
and you stop.
They rolling out the traffic light.
Yeah. And that's AI, dog.
That's
coming from Spokane on one side.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
It's
They were
automated
so far
now.
apart.
Yeah.
It was just automated.
Right.
This lane goes and they was like,
Yep.
we were coming back from either
It's taken away from the humans.
or Yakima.
Exactly.
That's why all those people that worked for Amazon, people were in tears, like committing suicide because they took away like over 7,500 jobs from humans and gave them all to AI. I'm like, gosh.
But then I'm even going this is something I just thought about that. Who funds the government? Who funds like the military? Right?
Taxpayers.
Who's paying the taxpayer dollar? Where does the military get funded then?
Man.
It's a good question.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If all this
Things to make you
goes
go what?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
How are we as a country staying afloat?
It's like we're SOL.
How are we moving?
Yeah. What's gonna happen?
How are we? Huh?
Yep.
Come on. What are we living for?
I don't.
It's like, it's crazy.
It's blowing your mind right now.
Really blowing my mind.
Right.
Like, really think about that. Like, if that does take over, and that's to say if we're 5 years away or if we are 30 years away. Like,
Right.
but what if we're still around? How are we operating at 60? How are we operating at 80?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you though, Dwayne and RK. If I get in an airplane and I see two
Robots.
AIs in there flying, I'll never fly again.
Well, that's the
You
thing.
say that now, and it's the norm.
It ain't gonna be normal.
So, but you ain't gonna. But the thing is, you're not gonna see once they shut that door.
Right.
But you
He
can
might
see-
go in there and
you
be
can
in there like this.
You can see
You know
when the
what I'm
door- you can
saying?
see when the door's open.
Or the human, look, the human says, the human is in the cockpit and with the outfit on.
Exactly.
Like the pilot, like,
Waving,
hey, and then goes and sits in the second seat.
Because there's already trains like that now.
They're gonna have
There
to.
are.
They're gonna have
There's
to
trains.
tell us. They're gonna have to tell us. though.
They
They're
don't
gonna
have to
have to
tell you
tell us.
nothing.
Yeah, they will.
Trains are already like that.
They're gonna have to tell us. Trust me.
You think they go?
I got some insight. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to share it. There is. I'm your captain.
This is what
and you're not
this
even a
is-
real
Hey,
person.
this is the only way.
I don't want no captain. It's not real.
The only way you're gonna do it is like, can I speak with you gonna say, can I speak with the captain every time you get on? Can I speak with the captain?
No, where I
Captain,
sit,
have a good
where I
flight. Like,
sit-
that's the only way you're gonna say it. Like, that's the only way you're gonna know.
He'll
Like,
give you some wings.
Hey,
There you go.
I sit in the first 10 rows every time I fly.
Where'd you get your wings from? Playing Grand Theft Auto and Colorado.
Every time I fly, I sit in the first 10 rows. And I make sure that, and I'm sitting on the aisle seat. 'Cause I select my seat. I'm looking
see
in
that door
the
open?
cockpit. As soon as because I needed the extender.
Yeah.
Let me get these. I'm looking like.
but they say 80% of a flight is simulated anyway.
I understand
all they do is take off.
I understand that, but
and
I need
land.
somebody with the same human blood as me.
Yeah.
That is put at the same risk as what I'm dealing with.
Man.
Like an AI is not. They don't have no risk. They don't have no blood pressure. They don't have no heart rising. If something is happening, oh well, they're not real anyway. They don't have a soul. I need something with a soul like myself. That's just me. Man. Only Pod can judge. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's crazy to believe. I'm like, shit.
Which even going to the next part is that they're coming up, obviously, right now with a tiny robot that they can put in your body.
Oh, yeah.
It pretty much can cure anything instead of taking medication.
Yeah.
Do you believe? Because I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Anything that happens.
Yeah, those nano.
If you have seen a nanobot, if you've seen a nanobot in the,
and the nanobot's probably already here.
It's already. I agree.
Yeah,
agree.
I agree. What you guys think about it?
I think anybody wealthy has had a procedure with a nanobot.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Anybody that's wealthy, has had a procedure
with the nanobot.
You believe that?
I believe that. It's on television.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just can't get it yet.
Got you.
I mean, yeah. I believe it's out there.
My bad. I apologize. I apologize. I'm not putting it past that it could be true. I don't know for sure because I'm not in there. I'm not in the room with them.
No, we know, but yeah.
But I'm not putting it past if they do have it.
Got you.
But have you guys heard about microplastics and the issues that's going on with that?
I have not.
Oh, I think we need to talk. Maybe we need to talk about that on another episode. But basically, they're finding out these plastics that we've been using to store food and to eat out of and things like that.
Yeah. A lot of restaurants are taking styrofoam out of.
Not styrofoam is because of chemicals leaching into the food. Microplastics is the plastics that are in there are breaking down into the food and we're ingesting them and they're finding them in our body. They said they've been passing through the blood-brain barrier, so people have plastic in their brains. But they also said they found them in male sex organs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so people having these erectile dysfunction.
It's because the plastic is in there clogging it up.
The blood can't flow through.
Yeah.
So that's why you see all these commercials with these people, these young. I'm like, young people having ED problems is not normal.
Right.
But it's because there's so many plastics inside our food and our environment.
That's why I'm telling you, I don't never warm up my food in a plastic plate.
That's smart.
I told my mother-in-law, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to use real plates.
Well, them things be melting down when you put the heat on them anyway. I'm like, bro, you better not ever.
Right.
I didn't know way, know how, but.
Yeah, it's a real big thing. The science is really coming out saying it's impacting
we're gonna tap into
a lot of people.
Next episode. That's crazy.
But you know, when you go over people's houses nowadays, all they be having is a lot of plastic plates. They don't have like fine chinas how grandma had. Yeah, get your plate out of that china. They don't have. I've never seen. I've been over nobody's house who has a china.
People do it because they want that disposal that they could just throw right in the garbage because it's the instant gratification.
Yep. They said even straws though too. It's like it's everywhere. Yeah. So they already found it inside the ocean, affecting all the fish and everything. These microplastics, plastics breaking down, poisoning everything. But they have been doing studies and finding them inside the human body, and they're finding a lot of it inside the human body.
Yeah,
it's terrible, man. It's bad. So
it's gonna take you out earlier.
It takes you out earlier. Yeah. Yep.
Sheesh.
Inside your blood vessels.
That's very interesting. But going back to the the actual
maybe nanobots to clean all that out.
The nanobot being in your body, and it's just that's like when you look at what toothpaste is supposed to do when you brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? It kills all the germs. I think it's a good thing.
Oh, I believe the thought of it is a good thing.
Yeah,
I think for you to swallow something to keep you healthy and keep you.
If it could go in there and clean your heart out and clean everything,
but then what do you die from then? It'd be only fatality deaths.
Or it's just time for you to go.
You would die.
You don't always
if the nanobot.
No, I'm saying you don't always die from sickness. When people die, some people die from natural causes of just death.
The natural cause it would be cured.
No, it doesn't have to be a sickness that people die from though.
What do they die from?
They just die.
No, I haven't.
You're thinking everybody dies from sickness?
No. Right? Listen, I'm not saying that you all of a sudden just go to sleep and then you don't wake up.
Sometimes that happens.
I agree, but there was some underlying agenda had to do with the sickness.
It's not true.
When 14-year-olds fall asleep and don't wake up.
Sometimes they don't have a trace of what happened.
Agree. I agree with that. But it could have been underlying agenda that there was something else.
Let me explain.
Underlying condition.
Underlying condition.
So if it was an underlying condition, when they do the autopsy, they have to tell the family this was the reason. Sometimes there is no reason for the cause of death. They just died.
Sometimes they don't do the autopsy.
No, I understand it, but I'm saying when they do, everybody that dies doesn't die from a sickness. That's not true.
I agree, but if they don't die from a sickness, they die from a fatality.
They die from natural causes too. It is just their time to go.
The natural, right? That's not. I don't think that's.
That's not a.
So
sickness.
drowning is natural. I can see that. That would be the only. That could be the only case. That because nanobot couldn't. That'd be something like that.
That's not true.
It had to be, It'd be something like that.
That's not true.
That it had to be something.
Because the seizures and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
That'll be another time. We can definitely get into that a little bit more. Yeah. I saw something like with Elon Musk. He mentioned he had multiple prototypes of the car that literally ran on water.
Ran or drove?
It drove.
I'm like, bro, we seen it.
No, he had also,
a robot just running.
No, he also said he has a car that can drive on top of water too, which I don't know how true that is. That'd be for another time. But they said that they had 14 prototypes, and the government took them away. It would not let them use it, of cars that actually drove with water in the tank. I don't know what's going on, what that is.
Right, so you're saying like the car was going under the water, or
no,
the car had got water in it.
If you're driving the car, instead of putting gas in,
water was driving
with water in the tank.
Oh man,
and it was not, and it was not approved. So that just lets you know, with him even letting that leak to have a conversation about it. You don't know what they're cooking up.
Well, there's been several guys. There's been a few guys that have came up with hydrogen-based motors and water-based motors, man. And there's one recently. It was a black dude. I think he was like in the East Coast, like Boston or somewhere, or maybe the Midwest. But he did it recently and ended up dying. He got shot at that supermarket. There was a guy. It was a white.
I wonder why he got shot.
Yeah, they took his prototype and said, "I'm gonna do it myself."
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
he knew something that other people didn't know, that he was probably going to come out.
There's been a few guys that have came out with engines that run on water, or they got hydrogen based motors, but engines that particularly run on water that have died of suspicious circumstances.
And you want to know why they can't let that happen? Because then all the gas prices would be, the gas stations and the oil, that would be nothing. They would lose too much money in the world.
80% water.
You know what I'm saying?
No one, like, if the world's 80% water,
shoot.
Ain't no way we would.
You could just go to your water hose and you go to your water hose and fill up your water hose.
I'm sure. I mean, that's his name, Stanley Meyer. Yeah,
think about that.
There's a brother out of.
They ain't gonna let that happen because the world
that stuff happened in
controls.
Boston or somewhere.
You have to be able to drive unless you got the hybrid. I mean the
Tesla,
the electric hookup, which majority of us don't. So we got to have gas in order to move around.
They can't even wash the cyber trucks though.
No, that's a lie. I heard there's a
car wash mode.
Car wash mode that it covers your tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I take my Tesla through there.
Yeah,
but I did see a video of somebody's window was busted or something. It stopped working because of going through. Because going through that.
Does the car get the red circle of death or whatever?
The ring of death? The Xbox ring of death? Like
it's over.
Or after you get the ring of death, it just turns into and it lights back up. We're taking over this baby. Like,
they make you buy a new Xbox. I mean, my kids cried when that thing happened. I'm like,
for real,
what is going on?
Mine too. I didn't even know what it was until they're like, it's turning red. I'll keep pushing the button.
What is it?
Overheat?
It's all about the fan. It's not supposed to overheat on these things.
Right, that's exactly what I thought. Like, bro, I thought we got the high expensive one.
Right.
Oh man,
biodiesel.
I don't know.
They not really pushing them a lot. That's what I meant. Like the hydrogen cars, the hydrogen motors. I really think that before they jumped electric, they should have went hydrogen. They did the hybrids for a little while, but if they'd did the hydrogens for a bit more, it'd ease the transition to electric. It allowed a different option, probably a cheaper option than electric may cost. Because I heard that it could be negligible about how much you're going to pay to charge up your car at home as opposed to gas or oil. Yeah. So
Well, I can't say that I see a difference because I don't think I'm paying more.
Yeah.
For electric than
how much does it cost to fill up with electric?
I can fill up for the Tesla 280 for like $5, but it takes like if I go supercharge on it, it takes like 35 minutes.
What's 280 mean? What
280 miles.
280 miles.
280 miles of electricity.
Okay.
On $5.
On like $7.
Oh, that means you're winning for real then.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
To fill up my truck,
but listen,
just in gas,
it's
335 miles. It's $100.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, so for $5,
it'd be like,
you're really saving money.
Yeah, like on my way here, I stopped at the charger station for like, I don't know, 12, 14 minutes, and I think I was on like 63%, and I went all the way up to like 180%, and it was only like $5, $4.
So you're telling me
maybe even less than that, but
so I want you to have something for me next week. I got a little homework or something.
Oh, I'll go.
No. I don't need you to do nothing now. Your Jeep.
Oh yeah. No, that's
what I'm saying.
$115.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
fill that up.
Why don't everybody should go electric if you can pay $20 in the cars full all the time?
Yeah.
But the thing about this, and this is where they get you at though. So I did see somebody post a video of them going to a Tesla station and they charged them like $78. Well, they adjust the rates depending on the time. So you know how you can go into a store like this is the happy hour.
Like an Uber?
This is the happy hour.
No, like electrical at home.
Yeah.
You know, if you wash clothes at the wrong time, it's gonna charge you more.
Right.
So
peak hours or whatever.
Right. Everybody's watching
like
at
a
this
taxi
time.
cab.
So if you go certain times to a station, it can be like it's 13 cents. Or you can go to certain times at that same exact charge station, and it'd be like 46 cents.
When you left here last week, and
I went
to the charging station,
it was like 16 cents. I charged up down there at by the.
Don't tell everybody your spot. It's gonna be like
no.
It's gonna be a peak.
Everyone
spot.
goes no. So it doesn't matter about so the spot's not. It doesn't matter about who's charging at the station. Because everybody's charging will be that much. Every charging station, you just hit the button and it says find any charging station around me, and it will tell you all the prices. And depending on the time and depending on it'll tell you where one's like 13 cents and one could be 48 cents. But everyone has access to that. I'm not the only one that has access to that. Everyone can see it. It just depends on how far you want to drive.
We just wanted you to tell people where you were going. So it's going.
What about the time it takes? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm going to Tacoma.
What about the time it take to charge it though? How long it take?
Exactly. So
because it seems like it might take a long time.
I can go there on like I don't know 2 miles. So when I was explaining about the miles of electricity. So if I go to 200, we have ours go to like 340, but they say only put it at 80% all the time. So I don't fill it all the way up to 340. I just fill it up to like 280. But it's miles of electricity. So if I step on the gas, like I'm using more electricity. So even though it says I can go 260 miles on it, if I'm smashing on it, I like going fast. So if I'm smashing on the gas, that 260 is not saying I'm gonna go 260 miles.
So why don't you just put the full?
It's like gas, like cruise control.
Because they say you're not supposed to fill up you're not supposed to fill your battery to 100% unless you're going on just continual driving. If you're stopping and going, you're only supposed to fill it up to 80%. But
it's a lot of stipulations just to drive, man.
Yeah, but if I'm on like 5 miles, it takes me like I don't know 28 minutes to go from 5 miles to like 200 and something miles. And like,
so if it's depleted, it's gonna take you a while to charge up.
You can't deplete it. You deplete it.
I mean, if you get like 5%,
it's
gonna take you a long time.
Yeah. So not even 5%, 5 miles.
So 5 miles.
So 5 miles isn't 5%.
So if you're in the freeway, and you didn't do it the right way, coming from where you come from, and you're stuck, if that 5 miles,
it'd be dead on the side of the road. But this is the good thing about Tesla though. Tesla lets you know you driving too far from a distance from you to get to a charger. Gotcha. So I can never go buy a charger and it will track how far that charger is. So it'd be like, oh, you're out of the range of you getting back to this. You're not gonna make it. So it's like if I'm at 5 miles,
watch you in there.
It knows that the charging station 3 miles away.
Got you. I understand.
Like it never could die.
Yeah.
Or if I was.
It could die if you're not listening.
Agree. If I hit the button and just keep going, but it brings up stuff.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, no, like we do. Look, I'm on.
Because when you're running, I can make it to the end.
Right there, like, that dies. That you don't have no electricity.
Yeah.
Got you. Hey, we're gonna move on along. That's actually good stuff. Rick Ross had a little issue with Drake's. I don't know if it's his security or his goons, but it said, the caption said he got jumped. When I was looking at it, I didn't see him getting jumped, but there was some confrontation. So now, is this They Not Like Us bleeding off to something else because people are choosing sides? I need your perspective, gentlemen.
Man, I mean, from what I saw, his security got turfed. He got rushed out to, rushed back into the event. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. The security got drugged back in?
Oh, his security it popped off. Somebody swung on Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they hit him or not. But, yeah, they swung on him. And, it turned into a melee. And his security was out there, trying to handle business. And
it was getting dragged away.
And the crowd there was a few cats that just start, bing, 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 bing. You know what I'm saying?
For Rick Ross's. On Rick Ross's.
On the security guards, you know what I'm saying? I think he got away smooth. The concert crew looked like they took him back in and got him out of that situation, but it
could have been bad.
Yeah, it could have been real bad.
They drugged the Rick Ross.
It could have been
bad. Or they drugged the Drake security back into the event.
No, they had to go back for the security.
Right.
They got Rick Ross out the way.
Oh, Rick Ross. So, but the dude was getting bing, 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 bing.
Yeah,
was the goons
on the video? From what I could see, the video, the security basically somebody took off somebody took off. He had he once that happened, the security guard responded, started binging on dude, right? Start taking care of business, and then a melee started. Other guys jumped in and got to the security. He was down on one knee and he was just taking blows. They was swinging on him. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Rick Ross, and it's all because he agreed with Kendrick. They're not like us.
I mean, it said something about him playing the song was the issue. I don't know. Yeah. Him playing the song, not like us. This was in Vancouver though. This ain't even in Toronto, so this right up the freeway.
For real?
Yeah, still Canada, baby.
Yeah, man. The Canadians get a little spicy up there.
Man.
Who had a show? Rick Ross had a show up there?
Rick Ross had a show. He's at a festival
he played
up there.
They Not Like Us in Canada. Oh, no. Look, I'm getting the full story.
You got to have,
Floyd
Mayweather security with you in order to
have Big Samoans, love.
Right.
Yeah. He got a little melee. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looked like Rick Ross got away smooth. It wasn't no issue for him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick Ross. It was cool for him, but his security got in a little situation. You know what I'm saying?
He's a little chubby guy, man. I'm glad they got him out the way.
Oh,
man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For real, because that would have been bad, too, because it's just...
Oh, it was Rick Ross's security that got did in.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm thinking the whole time. Yeah, I thought it was Drake.
They said Drake's goons...
Came to the concert.
They got on them for that. Yeah,
man.
They got on them.
You said they left the security out there? Come on, Rick Ross. You can't be leaving my guy out there.
Hey, Rick Ross, they had to get him out the way. That's like,
they
the concert would have been paying that, you know what I'm saying, if he got touched, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, you better take care of my dude, then. Look. Hey, my guy got to get taken care of.
Man, I just say, man, just leave it all music, man.
Yeah,
let it stay music, man, because we don't need that. Because I don't think Kendrick and Drake will take it to that next place because it's too far out of reach unless Drake comes back with something else and acts like it didn't happen, which I don't think he can recover from really just as of right now.
He's done?
I don't think Kendrick will stop.
I think I see Drake owning it. He knows he got his head torn.
He knows he got sunned.
He's just owning it. He's just living.
What else can you do?
What can you do unless you go away and come back? Doing cowboy stuff or something. You know what I'm saying? Country.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But moving forward from that, Bronny James, the first ever father and son duo on one team ever in NBA history. But my question to you, gentlemen, why is the hate so strong?
Man.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I think Usher was trying to say that when he was at the concert, he was kind of saying, or when he was at the accepting his award, he was like, "This is the year of the fathers," because I'm like, which I'm glad that somebody speaks up for it, and I believe we've all been doing wonderful jobs in our children's lives, becoming great fathers and great dads. But for me, I think if I was in the same situation, there would have been no ifs and buts about it. If my son was eligible to come and do something that I was already doing, I told you already how I felt about my brother when we opened up the barbershop. Like, I can't be in the same profession and see you not succeed, and we both be.
And it's not together.
And we be in two different places. Yeah. Right? So if I'm going to fail, we going to fail together. If we going to grow, we going to grow together. And so for me, when I seen it, I saluted it hands down. I was like, man, no other way. Even though I like LeBron so much, but it wasn't about me liking LeBron. It was me about being a father, about, man, that was my son. I'm going to take care of him. Yeah. So that's what I seen.
That's dope perspective. What's your thoughts?
I hate to both sides this all the time, but I understood why the contempt was there in the first place, just off the nepotism part of it. You know what I'm saying? But then I heard some perspectives, and not to say that it made me feel that way. I just know why people felt that way. You know, that aren't in positions to be able to do that, or been beneficiaries of that. The reason why they felt that way. So I understood that. At the same time, I think the thing is, what I didn't realize is that how much nepotism exists in sports anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's a whole lot, especially as I heard on ESPN, there's a whole lot of nepotism in the executive offices and the ownership, and you know, there's a lot of people bringing people in. Yeah. It's there anyway. And then to your point, to see LeBron as a father being able to provide an opportunity for his son in this system that he doesn't own, but he has enough power to be able to do that now.
Right.
You got to salute that man for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially a black man. To be able to do that, to be able to call that shot.
Agree.
That's the biggest thing ever. But you know, the reason why the backlash was there by the average layman is because they don't have that opportunity or that strength, and they thinking that, oh, he's being able to do something that I can't do, or he shouldn't be able to do. And I think the other part about this, the other underlying current about this is that Bronny ain't LeBron. Yeah. He don't have them numbers that LeBron had coming out of high school. Yeah. He has all the ability though. He's you can see he's going to be a phenomenal athlete, but his numbers aren't showing that from his time at USC. Yeah. So people are taking the media the other perspective, like, oh, he didn't deserve that. But regardless if he deserved it or not, his dad had the pull to make it happen. Yeah. And I think we should salute that man for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And before you go, Dave, I think, and I hear 100% what you're saying, and I think nepotism is everywhere. I don't care if that's sports. I don't care if that. I went to a restaurant, and I ain't gonna say the name of the restaurant, but I spoke on this before. I went to a restaurant, and just because I knew the manager at the restaurant, it was like on like it was on some special day where it was just packed house, and one of the ladies in front of me, they were a group of 4, and they came to the lady and was like, we're trying to get served, and they were like, there's a 2.5 hour wait, and I'm like, okay, cool. So then I'm literally hearing them tell the person there's a 2.5 hour wait. So I'm calling. I told the missus, like, look, I don't know if we're gonna get in, right? So then I goes up to and I'm like, where's such and such at? And they were like, okay, I'll go grab him. And when he came to me, what do you think he said? Come on. Only because I knew him. So nepotism, it plays everywhere. But what we look at it is we look at it as favoritism. Oh, they're playing favoritism, that people. No, they're not playing favoritism. It's somewhat of a favoritism, but it's I don't know. That to me, that's how I feel that it is. Like when we see with high school coaches, and they don't want to only play certain players. That's not them. They're playing. We look at it. Oh, you're only playing favoritism because that's Jesse's cousin, or you know his daddy, or he played here, right? But it happens all the time. I think that's just in life. It happens. We just overlook it, or we look at it and perceive it a different way.
When you look at the Lakers, man, Jeannie Buss owns that team.
Job because of her daddy.
Now, not to say she didn't earn it, because it went through the brothers too, and the brothers weren't ready for it. Right. Yeah, they couldn't run it.
Right.
You know, when Dr. Buss was alive, but he chose to give it to his daughter so she can run that thing.
Yeah.
Because of who she is, she's capable of doing it. But she got that opportunity ahead of all those executives that's been there, right there alongside Dr. Buss working there.
Right.
She got that opportunity because of who her dad was.
Right.
I mean, I got a different perspective on it.
What you got?
she was with the business since she was a teenager.
Right.
If my mom owns something, or you guys' moms own something, you're doing it honestly to leave a legacy for your children, if they're capable of doing it. I don't think that's nepotism. I think that's just keeping it in the family.
But that's the definition of nepotism.
I agree.
I'm just saying I don't agree. I don't look at it in that perspective.
Yeah.
In the LeBron situation,
it doesn't have to be a negative thing.
Agree.
No, I'm not
agree. And that's why I said it's perceived as
right. Let me finish though, because I'm going somewhere with this.
Mm-hmm.
The LeBron James situation is they did that, I believe, solely to keep him there.
Agree.
Wait,
I agree.
To keep LeBron James
there. You think
there.
the Lakers did that?
They wanted to have him
there.
Or please him.
Because he's a free agent. He could have went somewhere else.
Wherever LeBron went.
So if Bronny, he said it
a couple
multiple
years
times.
Ago.
Wherever my son goes, they have me.
Right.
So the Lakers had to, because LeBron opted out of his $48 million or $55 million he's supposed to make next year to show them that he's not playing, that if you want me, then you gotta draft my son.
That's a power play.
Right. So what I'm saying is, every team was waiting to see what move he was gonna make.
Agree.
And so Rich Paul went out and said,
don't get him.
If you draft him,
he's going to
Australia. He ain't gonna play for you.
Yeah. So wait. So that means, are you saying that Rich Paul did that separate and away from what LeBron's message was?
I'm not going to say separate. He's the agent.
Yeah. So he's working on his behalf.
Right. So he's working on his behalf. Obviously, with LeBron, he basically forced
every
other team off of him. Right. Yeah. So that the Lakers could do that.
And every team didn't have to do that
because LeBron wants to do that.
You saying
they could have picked him? They could have picked him
because if they would have took Bronny in a top 10 pick,
Mm-hmm.
Bronny could have said, "I'm going to this team," and guess what? LeBron was like, "I am too." And what team's going to say no to that?
Right.
True.
So it's just, I look at some situation. Go ahead.
But that means that his intention was to stay in LA the whole time.
LeBron's was.
Yeah, because his agent, his
wants to stay.
Was to stay in LA. So that's why Rich Paul was backing everybody else away from him, so that he could force the Lakers' hand into doing that.
He had Rich Paul start clutch. But LeBron really runs clutch. You know what I'm saying? It's like but you can't be a player and an agent.
Yeah.
So Rich Paul, he's empowered his buddy in order to run the organization, to be the face
Floyd
of the
Mayweather and PBC.
Right.
Agree.
Right. And Leonard Elleby. You know what I'm saying? That he's with being in that situation. I just look at it as Bronny, I want him to be able to prove the naysayers wrong, because in college, I don't think he got a fair shake. He had a heart attack.
Agree. Yeah.
And people don't come back from heart attacks. They never normally play again.
Right.
But I'm saying this kid has lived under the reputation of his father.
Exactly.
But he tried to create his own wavelength. Like, he changed his name. His name is not LeBron James.
Oh, everything. It's crazy.
His name is Bronny James.
Yeah.
You know, his name. So it's just like, let's see what the kid can do versus automatically doubting people all the time. Right. I'm so sick of hating. Yeah. Just like, I'll bring up another situation. LeVar Ball. Why were people hating on him? Because he promoted his sons?
Yeah.
And look what happened when he did promote his sons.
100%.
Number 2 pick in the draft, number 3 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
They both signed for over $100 million. He didn't control the narrative. He didn't control the narrative of what he just put them on the stage to push his kids
That's true.
forward.
And that's all LeBron did. He just basically put a spotlight on his kid, which is not a problem. But at the same time, if we're going to talk about it, then what about, he's 4 points. Was it 4 points a game or something like that?
Let me give you a perspective, though, RK. Yeah. The number 1 pick in the draft averaged 10 points a game. The number 2 pick in the draft averaged 11 points a game. So it could be a weak draft, but at the same time, he didn't get. It was the 55th pick.
The number 22nd pick averaged 2.4.
Are we basing it off a point per game? Or are we basing it off of potential to play at the next level?
Right.
So there's no doubt about it. He has the ability.
Right. So that's what I think you can't draft off of. Yeah. He
your
didn't
production.
play half the season because he had a heart attack.
Right.
Like he wasn't even really supposed to play. Right. Or that was the assumption.
Right.
So everybody goes to the 5 points a game. Right. I kid you not. Donovan Mitchell, first year at Louisville, because was talking to my son. Said Donovan Mitchell's great right now, right?
Right.
He's all-star. He's a franchise guy. Guess what he averaged his first year at Louisville?
Probably 2 or 3.
No, he averaged 5 points a game.
Yeah.
And he's a perennial all-star.
Donovan Mitchell's is solid.
Right.
Definitely.
So, guess what?
Any team would be happy to have him.
And Bronny's the same height.
Yeah.
And LeBronny's his pre-draft numbers, workout-wise, vertical and all that stuff, is better than Donovan Mitchell's. So, again, how do we say, and I just put that comparison to my son's perspective. So I said, Roy, you got to look at this. At this age, at this time.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah. So you drafted him
right.
So if his dad wasn't LeBron James, if he's just a player, are you drafting him?
No.
Or if his dad's not LeBron James, he's just a player, are you drafting him?
He probably wouldn't be drafted this year.
I agree. That's exactly. He would be coming back another year.
Because
I think that's the question that people have.
And I think
I can understand that part, but I'm just looking at when him actually give him a chance. Let's see if he is going to fail.
If he can do it.
Right. And the question only comes into place because of how great LeBron's career has been.
Yeah.
And so since how great it's never been done. We've never seen it before. And so that's when we say nepotism comes in because of it's LeBron James' son. If this was Luke Walton, not gonna say Luke Walton. Who's somebody that's terrible? Sean Bradley. If this was Sean Bradley's son while he was playing in it, big tall dude that used to get dunked on a lot of time. But if it was his son, we wouldn't even think twice about it. We would be like, okay, that's his son. If he wants to play with his dad's trash, he's trash. You know. But since we see it as LeBron, it's automatically got that step on. LeBron got something to do with it. We're like, why does LeBron have that? I agree, he has something to do with it, but why? Why does it have to always immediately become?
Because he's the face of the NBA still.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's something that his son was trying to do. He was trying to strive for greatness, to follow greatness.
Right.
So that's my perspective.
Yeah. And I salute you, LeBron. Like, man, like I say, not just me being a fan. I told y'all from the gate, like, it was for me for the father thing. I could care less about it getting in. It's the father thing for me. And man, shout out, you're the fathers, man. Y'all continue to keep doing your thing and continue to keep pushing things forward, man. Making it better for the generation behind you.
Definitely. And it brings us to the next topic, and it will be our last one before we go with the rapid fire. NBA trades are happening today, so now the Philadelphia 76ers have a different look.
Big three.
They have. Is it a big three?
Oh, for sure. That's a big three.
With Maxey?
Yeah. Maxey's an all-star player. He's an all-star player. He's an all-star.
Big three, huh?
Big threes are what we would consider to be if you would be an all-star.
I consider big threes as superstars, me, myself.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm going to be honest with you.
Because every big three that you ever had has been superstars. It's never been just all-stars.
Okay, so if that's just
no,
right.
Call them out.
Because I'm going to say.
Call them out.
And this is me being honest. I'm not sure when we have that Celtics big three that Paul Pierce was a super. He was before a superstar.
No, he was a superstar in the league, bro. He has a nickname, The Truth.
Right, he had been a superstar.
Right. He was a superstar.
Agreed.
Him, Kevin Garnett.
Right.
They were superstars
while they were playing.
Ray Allen was a superstar.
See, that's what I'm saying. It was on the decline for me.
These are franchise guys. They won a championship together as their big three.
Agreed.
They started it.
But then
they won a championship. That's why
LeBron, Bosh, and Dwayne Wade got together.
Right. And they were all superstars. Who wasn't a superstar on that team?
Time out. Listen here. The year before Chris Bosh goes to Miami, he did a commercial to be in the All-Star game. How's he a superstar?
Chris Bosh was a franchise player for Toronto that
he
averaged
was
25
and he did a commercial.
He was a superstar.
But he was
in
in Toronto
2009 to be in the All-Star team.
I'm saying what he is. He was a superstar.
I agree that he was playing.
That's why that was a big deal.
Right.
He did a commercial.
He was a superstar. He was an Olympian. I'm like, he was a superstar. That's all. You're about to argue about something that doesn't make sense to argue about.
But
Tyrese Maxey, he's not a superstar. He's a first-year All-Star. It's not a big three.
Oh man,
it's a big 2.5.
When he becomes a superstar, is it?
It's a big 2.5.
Can he?
Like a little 2-year-old. 2.5.
Right. Hold on.
I like Max. I'm not giving him a superstar status.
In 2 years, when he's continuing to be an All-Star, does he get superstar status?
He got to do it more than 2 years, D.
No, I'm saying 2 more years. Like last year he did it.
You got to give me 3 solid years to get to that status. You got to get to that
Bosh
status.
gave you 1.
No, he didn't. He was a 25-10 guy in Toronto. He was arguably the best power forward in the NBA.
He was big time.
Yes, he was. It's not even a question. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is, you agree it's a big 3. It's not a big 3. So, what I'm saying is the big 3 is based off of superstar status.
Yeah.
There's only been how many big 3s?
About 7 of them.
There hasn't been 7 big 3s.
San Antonio had a big 3?
Who their big 3?
The 3 that won. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker.
Okay, that's 1.
Boston's big 3?
That's an ugly big
Miami's big 3?
3.
Clippers is big 3 that they just had?
Who?
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
That's it. There is no big 3. Stop.
James Harden? Or Russell Westbrook?
Stop.
Nah, James Harden. Let's see.
James Harden is a superstar.
Yeah.
So then that would be a big 3?
Okay, so that's 4. But Kawhi Leonard, did they play? Or are they?
It doesn't matter about playing.
Okay, that's 4. You said 7.
Yeah. 3? Hold on. Didn't
Carmelo, Gary Payton, and Kobe Bryant?
No. That was in the big 3. No. Milwaukee. Didn't Milwaukee have a big 3?
Shout out to
who?
Shout out to GP.
Middleton.
He's not a superstar.
See, Dave, you can't just say
Middleton's not no superstar. He's never been a superstar. Try another one.
You can't just say people ain't superstars.
Try another one.
All right, my guy.
Try
Milwaukee
another
had a big 3.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Did
Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson?
Did the Nets have a big 3?
Who was who?
KD, James Harden,
and they played together 4 games.
Was it a big 3?
They played together 4 games, so I can't even consider that as a real nothing.
Bro, you gotta stop.
They had 3 superstars, but they didn't play together a full season.
But it was called a big
4
3.
games together. They played 4 games together.
Dave. Okay, well then was Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love a big 3?
That's a big 3. Superstars.
So what's that? That's 5?
Yeah.
And then that Brooklyn one is 6. You don't want to give it to me.
You can't count that.
Okay. Is KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal?
No, Bradley Beal's not a superstar.
See this guy. I can't.
He's an all-star. He's not a superstar.
I can't win for nothing. Come on, bro. You know that's a big 3, bro.
Everybody, you ask anybody, is Bradley Beal a superstar?
Dave, come on.
I guarantee the answer is gonna be no.
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and
Draymond Green.
They're all superstars.
Big 3.
That was a big 3?
They're superstars.
Oh my! And you're giving damn, bro.
Draymond Green wasn't a superstar. He's not a superstar.
But you give Draymond Green, but you won't give Bradley Beal.
I'm asking, is Draymond Green a superstar? He's a Hall of Famer.
Beal doesn't make it.
A Hall of Famer? Hall of Famer.
He's a superstar.
So they had a big 4 then.
He's a superstar.
They had a big 4.
Who?
Klay Thompson's in there. In that same Klay Thompson, Draymond. Who was the other? Did they have 4
Steph.
people?
You talking about KD?
Steph. Well, that was a super 4.
Yeah.
Oh, well then is that another big 3?
No, because it's 4.
No, I'm talking about the big 3 when going to stay with KD. That was another big 3.
Sure, you can give that.
That's 7.
You got it. You got it.
Devin Booker's a big 3. You guys, anybody? You got to stop, bro.
Devin Booker's a superstar.
Bradley Beal.
That
Kevin
Phoenix
Durant's
is a big 3.
superstar.
That Phoenix is a big 3, Dave.
No,
you got to stop, bro.
No, it's not.
I think they should have kept Chris Paul. I still say that.
He's in San Antonio now with Victor.
Yeah.
Was James Harden, Westbrook, and KD Oklahoma City
superstar?
Big 3,
but they weren't a big 3 then. In that stage of their career.
All right. But they became a big 3.
Yes, they're all superstars.
Okay.
That's what a big 3 is.
That's what made James Harden a superstar that season.
When 3 superstars get together.
Is there a big 3 right now in Philadelphia?
No.
Oh yeah, you said no.
Yeah, don't.
You said Max
we're moving forward. Here we go.
Dang, bro.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Who is the best big 3 of all time?
Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry.
No way.
KD.
I guess KD. Yeah.
No way.
Big 4.
I got the best big 3 of all time.
Who's the best big 3?
Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Who's
solid.
and I don't even get involved in it. What's your big 3? Let me hear it.
We're giving superstar status. We're just throwing
Dennis
that
Rodman's
out.
not a superstar. He had his own shoe.
We're just throwing that out there just to be
Dennis Rodman's not a superstar?
There's a lot of people. Bradley Beal has his own shoe.
No, he doesn't.
Paul George has his own shoe.
But
He's a
wait,
superstar.
you're talking about a different era, though. Everybody has a shoe now.
Bradley Beal's not even.
Okay, so Shaq, Penny Hardaway, and Tim Hardaway.
They never played in the same.
Not Tim
team.
Hardaway. What's the other? They have.
I don't. We're moving forward. Who's the best?
The best big three I can go with is San Antonio. They won the most championships.
Yeah, that's true, Mano.
5 with
Tony Parker,
Mano, and I'll give you that.
And Tim Duncan.
And Tim, big fundamentals. Give me the top 5 point guards of all time in order.
Top 5 point guards.
1 through 5.
I can't do order for you, buddy.
No, I need an order. Just rapid fire.
I can't do order for you, buddy, but I'm gonna just give mine. I'm gonna go. Is AI a point guard or he not?
You do it how you.
I know, but is he a point guard?
This is your 5.
All right, I'll go AI. Isaiah. This is not in order, bro. I'm just giving you.
So you can't follow my instructions.
I can, but I can't. You act like I can do that.
You're not trying.
I can't. I'm not trying. I'm just
Tony
giving
Parker.
them. No, Tony Parker ain't. No, definitely.
Hold on. What did you give us? Go ahead.
So I'm going AI, not in order, y'all. AI, Zeke, Steph. Is Magic a point guard? If Magic is considered a point guard, Magic, and then I'm gonna throw John Stockton in there.
Okay, what's your 5?
I'm going.
Is Magic a point guard?
I mean, look, he's a point guard, right? I'm going for LeBron.
GP's a point guard, right?
Yeah.
GP, Steph, AI, and John Stockton. Yeah.
Top 5 quarterbacks of all time.
I don't know if that's in order, but that's 5.
Top 5 quarterbacks of all time.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, John Elway, and Troy Aikman. Nah, I ain't going Troy Aikman. Pat Mahomes.
What's your top 5?
I had to go Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Joe Montana.
Oh, Joe Montana. I knew there was another one I was forgetting.
John Elway and Jamarcus Russell.
You hear about this story though? Jamarcus Russell, bro.
No, right, we're continuing to go. Jamaica or Hawaii?
The best play I've ever seen in my life.
Jamaica.
But go ahead.
Jamaica or Hawaii?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Egypt or Paris, France?
Egypt.
Oh, you guys said it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
AMC or Regal Cinemas?
Which one's got the lazy boys? Whichever one has the laying boys. AMC. One of them don't got lazy boys.
I guess AMC, yeah.
Yeah, one of them don't got lazy.
Has lazy boys too.
The one on 84 for Tacoma don't.
They don't.
They really need to do something to differentiate themselves. Because when I walk in a movie theater, I just walk in. I don't know what the difference is.
Right. Would you rather go to a zoo or an aquarium?
I'll do the water joints.
Yeah, aquarium.
I'll do the water joint.
A hard taco or a soft taco?
For sure, it's soft.
We talking about black tacos or we talking about regular tacos?
However you want it.
Black tacos hard be smacked though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. But soft tacos, when you fry them babies, they come hard.
Yeah,
and they smack too.
And then you get the steak ones.
Come on.
I'll take the authentic tacos.
So
the
hard?
Mexican.
Yeah,
take the hard.
The small joints or the big joints?
The street tacos.
The little street tacos.
Small tacos.
So that's the soft
all I need
ones.
is the meat and cilantro, a little bit of
a little bit of onions.
Yeah, give me that lemon and I'm good.
Lemon on side. Hit it with the red sauce or the
You guys are going somewhere we don't have to go right now.
Hit it with the red sauce or the green sauce.
Technically, that's a soft taco because it's a tortilla.
Red sauce, green sauce.
Yeah.
What you going?
I'm going green sauce.
Come on.
Green sauce. Yeah.
You guys done?
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Okay. Are we going steak?
Oh, man.
Are we going shrimp?
I'm going shrimp. I've actually been
I gotta go
white
steak.
meat.
I can't do shrimp.
Can't do shrimp. And last one, and I think this is a really good one that you could put in perspective. If you could move your family and build a house anywhere in the world, where would that be?
I like to have let me have some oceanfront property in Hawaii.
Ooh.
With a couple of acres too. I want at least 2-3 acres.
Yeah.
And build a couple of houses out there, on that land.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go oceanfront in the Maldives.
Maldives.
And then I'm gonna need a bunker though.
With the bunker.
With a bunker, underground joint.
Just in case.
I think
I'm gonna need an underground joint.
Yeah, that'd be a smart move.
Nah, bro, you had your time.
Yeah.
Look, don't take my bunker.
I'm going to Maldives too.
Hey, guys, again, episode 38. You guys are one of a kind, man. It's been fun.
Man, come on.
Only Pocket Judges, man. You guys want to lead the people with some food for thought.
Man, I'm going to tell you like I was saying earlier, man, this is the year of the fathers. It was sold to me, and so I'm going to believe it, man. This is the year of the fathers, man. Keep doing what you guys is doing. Keep giving back to the generation to come. One thing I will say also, this is another thing, is that we have to start changing the way we perceive things in our generation because of the next generation behind us sees things completely different. But so it's just trying to find a bridge and trying to find a gap on how to navigate this thing.
So bridge the gap.
So bridge it, but at the same time see it from their perspective and things, because oftentimes we want to like say this generation is bad, this generation is this, and we like to tear down this generation and speak down on this generation. But at the same time, if you put yourself in their perspective, it's tough for because we haven't grown up.
That's good.
Well, on that point, I would just add, what I'm saying, that it's important to get knowledge of yourself, take some time away from social media and understand yourself, reflect on yourself and try to learn yourself, and then study your history, because knowledge of self is really important as well. So try to build yourself, understand who you are, so that when you're on social media, you're not trying to live through that lens, but you're trying to project yourself through that lens.
That's good. So.
And before we take off the air, any shout outs you guys want to give, anything or anyone?
Everybody, all my peoples.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna shout out the queen. I'm gonna shout out my queen, man. I see you. I see you. I'm gonna just say that I see you. I see you. I see you.
That's your people?
Oh yeah, everybody.
For sure.
I can't.
Lottie Dottie.
Everybody.
We like to put. Hey, we out, y'all. Only Pod.
Only Pod can judge me.